Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for coming back as always. Thank you for clicking play. Welcome back to this Director of Football challenge with Football Club Barcelona. So today we kick off our Champions League campaign. We have a short little news roundup, 3 matches to catch up on since the last video, and an FM17 legend arrives in Catalunya. The first bit of news then today, I said about an FM17 legend returning, and Moussa Dembele could well be the guy. We put in an offer for 21.5 million. It was accepted. The contract was offered. He came up on a scouting report. I've been scouting him since the start of the save, and then he came up in one of the scouting meetings, so I added him as a transfer target, and he has been on the radar. I didn't know where to go for him because I thought it was too high profile. I thought it was too big a name to come in and play as a backup. But we've got to do it, haven't we? We need a striker, and he's the best one I could think of to get in at only 22 years of age as well. If we get him for 21 million, that's damn good business. This is his stats then at the start of the second season in game. Look at that. He looks like he's going to be a beast again. If you didn't see him on my Marseille series, then why not? He was absolutely incredible for us. I think he ended up with somewhere around about 130 goals in the 5 seasons we were at Marseille. He was just phenomenal for us. He really was one of my favourite ever FM players now because of it. On the pitch then, we kicked off our La Liga campaign away at San Mamés against Athletic Club de Bilbao, and it was a frustrating game. It ended up 0-0. You can see we had more shots. I wouldn't have said we created more chances because a lot of them were long shots. It wasn't a great game. It looked like it was going to be 0-0 from very early on. And yeah, Moussa Dembele is in. 21.5 million euros. It's absolutely incredible signing, I think, to get him that cheap when he was valued at about 17, I think. So we haven't paid too far over the odds. This is why I really like a director of football doing the transfers, because he does get some absolute bargains. This kid is definitely going to be one. I am so happy to have him in. You've got to remember, Luis Suarez is now the wrong side of 30. I know in previous versions of FM he has still been a beast at 35, 36, 37, but I don't know if that's going to happen, of course, in this save, and I needed a quality backup, and Dembele is just that, isn't he? Can't wait. Champions League then. Today we kick off, and this is the group we've got. We've been given Napoli, Hoffenheim and Galatasaray. Now I would expect us to get through this group in first place. We play Napoli today in the group opener, but of course last season, if you remember, when we had, who did we have? We had Feyenoord, Celtic and Benfica, didn't we? And we came second in that group, despite smashing Benfica 5-0 and 4-1. We struggled against Feyenoord and Celtic and finished second behind a team that we put 9 goals past. So get off to a good start today against Napoli is imperative. We were, of course, top seeds in the group, so it's a very good draw, I think, and I'm aiming definitely for a comfortable top in the group. And well, out of 6 games, at the very least 4 wins and a couple of draws at the very least. So back to league matters. We had Villarreal at the Camp Nou and we dispatched them comfortably 3-0. Carlos Alenya played, Sergio Samper played. They were fantastic. They both set each other up for goals, although for some reason Sergio Samper's goal doesn't show the assist for Alenya, but it was an assist for Alenya. But they were just phenomenal in midfield. You could see they were our 2 best players. It was a great performance all round, really. It should have been by a lot more than it was, but absolutely fantastic performance, and really gets that ball draw at Bilbao out of our system. But you may have noticed it in the match graphic, Leo Messi did go off injured, and he is out for 4 weeks with a groin strain. Good news is, a fortnight of that was international break, so that was fine. He's not quite fit enough for today's game, but he should be back for one of the next couple of league games. He's only out for a few more days now, so that is really good news. And then, I mean, I don't know what it is. There's a lot in this game that mirrors real life. Be it Barcelona going after like Coutinho, be it certain clubs that you just struggle against, and this is one of them. In real life, Barcelona have a real block when it comes to Malaga generally. Last season, I think they drew 0-0 at Camp Nou and then lost 1-0 at La Rosaleda, and it's just spilled over into this game. We lost 2-0. It was a really poor performance. Again, we had 15 shots, but I think 10 of them were long range. We never got out of first gear. We never looked like threatening their goal, really. It was an awful performance, and it now means we haven't scored away from home yet in the league, which is very worrying. Today's channel shout out then is for Captain Goodspeed. He's a really good member of the community. He's had a really fantastic year. He's gone up. I think he said earlier on Twitter that he's had about 1,800 subs this year, which is absolutely fantastic. He does live streams. He's currently on a journeyman save. Everyone loves a journeyman. He's already on Club 4. He's already in 2020-2021 season. He's with Burton Albion at the moment, but he's just a really good guy. If we have a look at his playlist here, he does other games as well. He does experiments in FM18. You can see he's got Ashes Cricket in there. He's got LA Noir in there as Let's Plays. He's just done a lot. He's got FIFA 18 as well. You can see he's done so much already. Really worth getting along and checking the guy out, jumping into his live streams when he's on. As ever, links in the description, and hopefully somewhere on the screen as well, so make sure you drop in, tell him I sent you. So that horrific start to the league season then, 3 games, 1 of each, a draw, a win, a loss, means that we are down in 9th at the moment, and we are 5 points off the top already. Real Madrid have got 3 from 3, Espanyol have got 3 from 3, and we have got them coming up a few weeks down the line as well. So it's been a horrible start. We've got to pick that up, otherwise a club like Barcelona, I'm going to be in trouble very soon if we don't sort this out. Today's opponents then are the grand old Italian club Napoli, currently managed by Maurizio Sarri, as they are in real life. He's been there since 2015. Their captain is Marek Hamšík. You'll never get him out of that club. He loves it there, doesn't he? The vice captain is Gulam. Lorenzo Insigne is their key player. He's the one we're going to have to watch today. Hamšík will be pulling the strings in midfield, and Insigne will be looking to capitalise on any errors. You can see on the league history, they've been doing really well. They finished 3rd the season before last, 4th last season, so they are on a little bit of a decline, aren't they? 2nd, 3rd, 4th. But what a team this is. It's a fabulous team. Very popular one to play on FM as well. Pepe Reina's still their goalkeeper, but he's just experienced, isn't he? He's just Mr. Reliable between the sticks. Raul Albiol is there. Zielinski, as I say, Hamšík, of course. Paco Alcácer is there now, so is he going to come back and haunt us? Arkadiusz Milik, he's a player that I was considering. When we went for Dembele, Arkadiusz Milik I was wondering about going for as well, but I know Dembele, I love the guy, so it had to be him. They've got a really good squad, and it's going to be tough, but we hopefully will make home advantage count today. This is the team we're going with then. Of course, Messi is out injured. I said in the news roundup he was due back soon. He's got about 6 days left before he's in full training. So it is ter Stegen in goal. Lucas Digne is coming in at left back. Umtiti and De Vrij in the centre of defence because PK is a little bit tired. Semedo at right back. Sergi Samper in deep line playmaker role again. Iniesta is partnered by Rakitic today. Rakitic playing in the box to box. He wants more games. I promised him it, so I'm trying to fit him in all around really any of those 3 positions to give him some time because we've only got a month left on that promise. It's Ousmane Dembele and Angel Di Maria backing up Luis Suarez up top. We need a really big morale boosting win and get off to a good start in the group. So here we are, European nights at the Camp Nou. They're always something special. You can see immediately Paco Alcácer is starting for Napoli today. He returns to the Camp Nou. He's out on the left, but he will be a real threat cutting in, I'm sure. Hopefully we can get at that ageing defence with Albiol and Pepe Reina, and we can come away from this with 3 points. So let's get into the boys. We are assertively going to say I expect to win tonight, because after that performance at Malaga, I am in no mood for a poor performance. So Luis Suarez gets the game underway. Come on boys, let's get 3 points. Let's get off to the perfect start in this Champions League group. Let's get it done. Let's get some goals. Here's Iniesta. Looks to go out wide to Digne. First time pass on to Dembele. And Di Maria's hit the post inside the first 30 seconds. Oh, that would have been a dream start. Here comes Digne again though. In it goes. Suarez heads it down and it's cleared. Digne will take this throw. Iniesta goes across to Rakitic. First time shot. Oh, and he's hit the post again. Gulan plays it forward. It's Jorginho now. So just in between highlights, obviously the screen came up, and Paris Saint-Germain have scored twice in the opening 3 minutes in their game in Paris against Atletico Madrid, as Callejon puts it in the net, but he's offside. So yeah, you can see it down at the bottom there. Mbappe and Carrasco. Oh, Carrasco, he joined Paris Saint-Germain from Atletico in the transfer window in the summer, and he has scored against his old employers already. What a start from the Parisians. But here we go. Can we get a goal now inside the first quarter hour? Here's Suarez. Lovely ball out to Digne. Really involved in the start of this game. Dembele couldn't do anything with it. So a couple of the players, Suarez, Dembele, a couple of others we've had a go at before this match. I had private chats with them and said, you haven't been playing well. You need to do something. And it went down well with all the ones that I talked about. We had a team meeting as well before the game saying things weren't going well. And it went down really, really well. So hopefully they are raring to go in this match. Here's Digne again, and those horrible crosses are still not fixed, are they? We've got a corner. Rakitic will take, and it's awful, awful, awful. Albiol clears easily. Callejon now will bring it forward. Get across to him, Digne. Get across to him. Oh, no. Hamsik down to Jorginho. Diawara. I will not be confident if we go a goal down, because it's just one of the starts to the season at the minute. But here's Suarez. He's got Di Maria making the run. Here is Angel Di Maria. He's on his own. Oh, pulls it across for Dembele. Oh, Di Maria's put it in this time. I was just about to say we've hit the woodwork for the 3rd time in 20 minutes. But Di Maria is on hand to smash in the rebound, so it doesn't matter. It was a good hit from Di Maria in the end. But what a hit that is from Dembele onto the bar. And then Di Maria follows it up, and it is 1-0. Get in. Araujo back to Alcácer. Paco is getting a bit more involved in this game at the moment. Here's Alcácer and Callejon with a real chance and a big save from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Oh, he's kept us in it there. He has kept us ahead. Corner is taken. It's Callejon, and that is wild. Half time then. I don't often show you this screen, but look at that game in Paris. PSG ended up going 3-0 up. Dani Alves scored, and then Versalco and Griezmann scored 2 in 2 minutes, and it's 3-2 at half-time. Elsewhere, Man City lead in Lisbon against Benfica. Celtic are leading in Cologne. Galatasaray are leading in Sinsheim against Hoffenheim in our group. And it is 0-0 in the San Siro, Milan Man United. So that game, that goal-crazy game in the French capital, is definitely the one to keep the eye on in the second half. But we are here going to say, assertively, things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Do not think the job is done here, boys. It is far from over, this one. They are a really dangerous team. We have to get a second goal. I'll be able to take the free kick. Well, this second half has been the dampest of squibs. It has been shocking. We've made all 3 changes. It's just been an awful game. Rafinha is one of the subs, and he plays it in, and Suarez has... Oh, I thought that hit the side of the post, but it didn't. So yeah, Iniesta, Rakitic and Di Maria have come off. Roberto, Alenya and Rafinha are on. But it's just been a woeful second half. But that's a great ball. And that's... Oh, that was a lovely first-time move. And it's headed just wide by Suarez. Paris Saint-Germain have gone 4-2 up against Atletico Madrid. Mbappe has gone off injured in that game. Galatasaray were 2-0 up at Hoffenheim as well. Bafétimbi Gomis, the former Marseille striker, has scored both of those goals. Dembele looks for Digne on the overlap now. Come on now. Let's get that second goal. There's Suarez. There is that second goal. Luis Suarez puts that daylight between us. Napoli have offered nothing going forward, in fairness. It's never been in doubt, but you just know what FM is like. How many times does it happen that you're winning 1-0 and then they score with one of 2 or 3 shots at the end? That's 2-0. That's job done. Alcácer coming forward here. It's 10 seconds to go. Nothing's happened since the goal. We've had no highlights since Suarez's goal. So it has just been a woeful match. It's almost like it's on key. It's not. It's on extended, but it's just been terrible. But we've won 2-0. That is all that matters. We've got the points. As far as I know, Galatasaray won 2-0 as well. So that's quite surprising. I thought Hoffenheim might get something out of that at home. But what we're going to do is... part of me wants to say that wasn't good enough, but I'm just going to say that was a good win. If there had have been that option where that was poor, you were looking to get away with it, we'll have to step it up, then I would have gone for that. But we've beaten the second seed in the group and we've beaten them 2-0. We've dominated the game. They haven't really had an awful lot. So I'm just going to say calmly, well done lads. That was a good win for us. It's gone down really well. After that result in Malaga, that is all I could ask for really. So here we have then all the results from the first day of match day 1. Marseille, brilliant, got off to a good start, 3-1 win. Man City ended up 2-0 winners. Cologne got an equaliser against Celtic. Paris Saint-Germain finished 4-2. As I say, Galatasaray did win 2-0 in Germany. And Zenit and Feyenoord drew 2-2. And Milan scored a very good 1-0 win over Manchester United. So very interesting match day. It looks at the minute as though Galatasaray are our early rivals in the Champions League, but of course Napoli will have a lot to say about that. So looking at the schedule then, you can see we have got games against Valencia, who are 5th at the moment but have had a good start to the season, and Getafe. We need 6 points from those 2 home games without question. Then we can put our troubles on the road to bed with games at San Sebastian, that's Real Sociedad of course, Galatasaray and Espanyol all away from home. I'm happy to have 3 games away from home in a row there, because surely we will end our scoring run away from home there and we will get some points on the board both in the league and a crucial win against the other team that won in our Champions League group. But guys, that will do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. They do help the channel out massively. And also subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notifications so you never miss some of my other little videos that come out as well. And get involved in the comments as well. I'd love to know how your saves are going. I'd love to know what you think about the signing of Moussa Dembele. How do you think he's going to do at the Camp Nou? And any general stuff that you want to chat about, just get involved. I love it. I will see you very soon. I didn't actually say what I was going to do, did I, for the next video? I think we're going to do the derby. We're going to do Espanyol away from home. It's got to be done. I don't just want this series to be all about Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. I'm trying to get other teams involved in the save. So yeah, it's going to be Espanyol and then maybe a Champions League game after that as well, depending on how match day 2 goes. But yeah, come back. Everyone loves a derby, don't they? So come back, join me for that very soon. I will see you for it. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.